Hey there, how are you today? I'm Jennifer Dove, and I'm here every Monday to talk about the astrology for the week. Today is November the 15th, 2021, and looking ahead at this week, well, first I'll start with today. Today, there's there's a couple of squares happening. The one I want to focus on is Venus square Chiron. So over the last few days, it could have been brewing over the last couple of weeks. You might have been having some upheavals in your relationships and or triggering that connects directly back to some early wounding in your life. And so it's just a time to let that kind of come up for you to see it. And I do talk about these kind of patterns a lot, but we're here about soul growth, right? And that's what personal growth. That's how I view astrology. That's how I counsel people. It's about developing our level of consciousness so that we continue to grow as a person toward, our soul's plan for this lifetime. And so seeing these patterns, sometimes we can't see our own patterns. We get a sense like this is familiar and I'm being triggered right now. I'm being reminded, activated right now. But sometimes we can't always see what does that connect to. The information I'm seeing in the chart right now is about how it connects back to childhood, and it's showing up mostly in romantic connections. And then, later this week we have the full moon lunar eclipse on Friday, and it's in the sign of Taurus. And we're already in the pre-phase of that eclipse. Eclipses have effect, they have like 6-month-long effect, but we're feeling the energy of it like most intensely 5 or 6 days before, 5 or 6 days after, and that we're in that time period right now. So, in this particular eclipse, being in Taurus, it's activating home. You're feeling displaced, feeling connected to home. We're finding your sense of home within yourself. So much so that, again, we're seeing cycles that are repeating themselves coming to light right now. Like brightly, surprisingly coming to light. And again, you may need some support in looking at that and figuring that out and walking through these patterns so that you can change them and shift them now during this time period. Like I was saying, eclipses have a 6-month effect. So if you're looking at this stuff now and aren't taking action to make any shifts on it, it's fine. But it will come back around within the next 6 months during this eclipse cycle. So, just some things to think about. The moon is in Aries, and which is kind of lovely right now with the Scorpio depth. Scorpio is the deepest water sign in terms of the emotional depth and secrecy and the dark, hiding in the dark. This that energy is in all of us, and it's where we are hiding parts of ourselves because we needed to, because we learned to, that we don't have to anymore. We don't have to hide those parts of ourselves anymore. And so with the Aries moon coming in, Aries is a fire sign, bringing energy and vibrance, and okay, let's take a look at this now and see what we want to take action on, see what we want to do about it. So, have a beautiful week. And all right, so I'll leave it here. And as always, if you have questions or comments, leave them in the, post them below this video. And you can DM me for a reading. If you want to know, this is kind of fun to do too, to take a look at where is this eclipse activating aspects of your chart, because it is. And I'm giving a general overview, but there's always going to be very personal experience of an eclipse. And if you'd like to know more about that, please DM me. Okay, have a beautiful Monday and a great week.